everyone. I'm out here at Yellowjacket Beach. I'm with Park Ranger Susan Cromer, and she's going to tell us a little bit about the fall and winter operations that we have coming up for the project. Thanks for being on the show, Susan.
Thanks.
So right now it's getting to late summer, and we'll be working to close our beaches here pretty soon, right?
That's correct. We close the beaches on, it is September the 2nd.
Okay.
Labor Day.
All right, so we still have a little bit more time left to enjoy the beaches, so we want to make a little last push so people can come out and enjoy everything. We have some nice things to offer out here, right? What kind of stuff do we have out here?
So we have 3 areas that include beaches at West Point Lake. That's Rocky Point Recreation Area. Rocky Point includes a beach and a fishing pier, and there's also some shelters there for people who want to come out and enjoy those areas. We have Earl Cook. Earl Cook has a beach area. It's got a boat ramp. There's a basketball court there, some shelters, tennis court. We also have a volleyball net set up and some soccer goals for families in any group actually that wants to come out and enjoy those areas. We also have Yellowjacket Creek recreation area, which is where we're at now. Yellowjacket has a beach over on this side. Across the road there is a boat ramp, and there's also a shelter, and we have picnic tables on both sides of the street.
All right, so there's a lot to offer at these beaches. So are the beaches free? Do we need to pay to get into these beaches?
There is a $5 per vehicle charge to get in. That is set up as you're coming in to the park. You'll see a self-service fee station. So you just take an envelope out of the box, put in your $5 in cash or a check, and put it back in the box. We don't take any credit cards at this time.
Okay. And what about if you reserve a shelter for the beach? Do you still need to pay for the shelter as well as your vehicle? Sometimes people get confused about that.
Yes, so if you're reserving one of the shelters, you have a fee to reserve the shelter, and you also have to pay the $5 per vehicle charge. The shelters are reservable at the same place where you reserve campsites, and that's recreation.gov.
Okay, sounds fun. Well, hopefully we'll have some more, a couple fun more weekends at the beaches here, and people can enjoy them. So also I would like to know a little bit about some of our fall and winter operations for our campgrounds. Which campgrounds will be closing soon?
So Amity Campground and Holiday Campground will close up on September the 3rd. It's the day after Labor Day.
Okay.
So they close for the season the day after Labor Day, but we keep open Schaefer Herd, and we keep Whitetail Ridge open a little longer.
Okay.
Whitetail Ridge is open until December the 1st, and then we keep sites 1 through 54 open at Schaefer Herd throughout the fall and the winter.
All right, so we keep 2 campgrounds open a little longer. So some people might not be familiar, but our winter campground schedule, people are actually coming out here in the winter as well.
That's right. We keep campsites 1 through 54 open at Schaefer Herd Campground throughout the year, so they won't close up at all.
Okay. So also, why do you think some people might be interested in camping in the cooler months?
Well, you know, that's the best time of the year to have a campfire, sit around, roast some marshmallows, some hot dogs, enjoy a little bit of the night air without it being so hot.
Right.
So it's a good time for campfires and coming out when it's not quite so hot.
And busy.
And busy.
So, yeah, so I feel like the campgrounds still have a lot to offer in the winter as well. So, coming up in the fall in November, we'll be having what we call our park attendant bid. So for those people that might be interested in becoming park attendants next year, what kind of information would they need to know?
And so our park attendants are actually contract employees. So we have 4 campgrounds on West Point Lake. That's Amity, Whitetail Ridge, our Schaefer Herd, and Holiday Campgrounds. So at each campground we have 2 sets of park attendants. So all together we'll have 8 contracts available, and we'll post information about that on our Facebook page, so anybody that's interested can go through and follow the instructions for bidding. So park attendants have to place a daily bid rate. So we can give them some more information about that if they're interested. But they also have to go through a background check process. They have to be bonded, and they also have to have a certain amount of automobile coverage on their vehicles.
Okay.
So it's kind of tricky to get started out, but once you go through the process one time, it's not nearly as intimidating the next time.
Right.
But we do need people to bid on these positions, and it's a great opportunity for people who enjoy working with the public. If you like meeting new people, working with the public, then that might be something for you. We are looking for couples who are over the age of 21, who has to be a couple. Doesn't have to be a married couple, but they do have to be over the age of 21. There has to be 2 people, and they have to have their own RV. We don't provide any motorhomes or campers for them. They have to have their own recreational vehicle.
So what kind of amenities do we provide these park attendants?
So we provide them a campsite, and the campsite has a 50 amp electrical service, and it also has sewage hookup, so they get to use that for their entire contract period. We let them come in usually about 10 days before their contract ends, and they get to stay about 10 days after their contract ends. So we provide that, and then we provide all of of course, the office supplies that they need.
Okay. So whenever these park attendants are working, what kind of schedules do they normally work?
They normally work 4 days on and 4 days off. In the beginning, when they're first starting off, they may have training dates and then work days back to back.
Okay.
But it's usually a 4 day on, 4 day off schedule. Their day starts at 7 in the morning and goes to 7 the next day, so it's a 24-hour shift.
Okay.
However, they're not required to be in the gatehouse for the whole time, but they are required to be in the park for the full 24 hours, 4 days in a row.
Okay. All right, well that's a pretty good balance where they work 4 days on, 4 days off, so they can run home if they need to. They're not just stuck there, so they have time to do other things.
It's a long 4 days, but then you get 4 days to go out if you need to
recharge,
have some downtime, enjoy the park.
Right. Okay, well that sounds like a pretty good gig if you're looking for something calmer to do, and if you're a little older, I feel like that's a good thing for people that might be retired, looking to have a little extra income or something like that.
It's a good opportunity for retirees.
Right. All right, well thank you, Susan, for
Thank
giving
you.
us that information. So like you said, we'll be posting more information on Facebook, and we'll be looking to get these bids in here pretty soon, and coming in November actually. But we definitely want people to reach out early so we can get them through the process as fast as we can, and that way we're not delayed.
Yeah, the solicitation usually comes out sometime in October, and then there'll probably be about 30 days that they can bid, and then we'll select attendants in November.
All right, well hopefully we get some more interest this year. All right, well thank you, Susan.
Thank you.
All right, and when we come back, we're going to hear a little clip from Chief Park Ranger Ben Williams. He's going to give us a little update about the hunting program this fall, so stay tuned.